Okay, I know. The first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club, but this deck went 9-1 at the Pro Tour. And yes, it says Golgari Obliterator, but we all know what this is. This is Golgari Fight Club, and it is an awesome deck. Let's check it out. Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's a channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. Gotta get a standard video out for you. It's been a minute. And was looking through, there's a lot of spicy deck lists at the Pro Tour, but I mean, 3 players went 9-1 and didn't even make the top 8. And among those, Christoffer Larsen, I don't know how you say it. But this is Golgari Fight Club, which the idea of is to drop a Phyrexian Obliterator, 5/5 trample. Whenever a source deals damage to this creature, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents of their choice. You drop that out, and you bushwhack, and you make them fight. And it doesn't matter if you lose the Obliterator, because they're going to have to sacrifice, hopefully, if that's one of their big creatures, right? If it's domain overlords, make them sacrifice 5-6 permanents. That's pretty awesome. Then just sort of Golgari mid-range. What makes this all possible, of course, is, look, every single land can produce black in this deck. Wastewood Verge comes down. It adds for a green, but once we get a swamp or a forest, or in this case, a swamp, one of our 7 swamps down, now it's adding black. So now we don't have a problem hitting the Phyrexian Obliterator black mana, okay? Because it's hard to do that and have green. But other than that, just a ton of removal. We got draw here. We got the Dread Knight here, which is draw. Sentinel is just a value town. Preacher of the Schism is value town. We have 1 Obstinate Bailiff. Christoffer went with 1 Baloth main deck, and then looks like 1 more in the sideboard for the discard decks. We've got Gix's Command, Harvester of Misery. We're going to be playing best of 1, so I won't go through the whole sideboard, but it will be linked in the description below as always. And also, as always, I will be back at the end of the video with the actual win rate of the deck and some thoughts about the deck after we've played through it. So stick around for that. It's Golgari Fight Club. Don't talk about it.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Manadad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Playing some Golgari Fight Club. Ranking up with it so far. What does Bruce, the Initiate, hold? Okay, well, we can turn 1 Duress. Let's see what Bruce holds. Hopeless Nightmare, Sheltered by Ghosts. Well, I guess we don't want them to have either. But I guess not looping Hopeless Nightmare with Pixie is the best case scenario. Do tap land here. And we can Preacher the Schism. Maybe they take that. Maelstrom Pulse can actually blow up the Sheltered by Ghosts, so even if they take Phyrexian Obliterator, we have an answer eventually. But they didn't. Okay. They drew something. They're just going to bounce a land. And now if I blow up that, are they just kind of in trouble? think they're planning on playing Sheltered by Ghosts on that. Okay. They just play a no-value Pixie. We will play a ETB value Sentinel. It's gonna get eaten, but maybe we can make him sacrifice. Sheltered by Ghosts eats the Sentinel. It says for 2, life linked. Huh. Okay. We can. I think we want to Preacher. Track the map. Bushwhack. Kind of perfect. Do need another land. If we can survive long enough. I suppose we can't Bushwhack for 1 anyway against this. This is Ward 2. I would love to get 5 mana and then just destroy each creature with power 2 or less. And Pixie picking up anything? No. Oh, and they have something instant to deal with the Preacher. Bounce spell, sure. Now I have this at play. What do you think of that? Are you out of tricks? My hopes. I would love for them to get the entity tracker down, and then when we schwack, we have to sacrifice 3 permanents. Slowly dying to this Pixie. I think we still made the right choice. They had so many Pixies there. Well, they could very easily have a bounce spell here. Let's attack with the Obliterator and see if we can flush it out. That was pretty fast. We go for it, or we just play another Obliterator? I think they're just waiting to flash in this entity tracker. Oh, it's a 2/3, not a 3/2. They must have an enchantment in hand they wanted to get it in play for. Maybe? Please just tap out so I can sorcery speed Bushwhack. They go to 23, we go to 12. Fear of Isolation bouncing. Okay, yeah. And then Sheltered by Ghost to take out 1 Obliterator. Completely tapped out. Just how I want him. Okay. Fight. Fight. Yes. Pay the ward. It's worth it. Don't worry. Please take some damage. We got another fight racked up. Fight club, fight club, fight club. Opponent deciding whether they want to scoop now or scoop later. Opponent. You don't scoop yet. You've only taken the first punch. You know they sacrifice, you know, Pixie and 2 lands, and then nope. They scooped. They scooped. We're talking about an incredible meta call here. Going 9-1, just barely missing, making the top 8. And we have our fight spell, but not the club. I think we're going to turn 1 to rest, though. See what Z36 is all about. Zed's dead, baby. Okay, we got Get Lost and Sheltered by Ghosts. I don't think we want them to have either of those, but I guess Sheltered by Ghosts is the worst one at the moment. We can discard this to zero out a mouse. Huh. It's that or miss the Sentinel of the Nameless on turn 3, but I guess... What are they going to do next turn? They're just going to drop... They're going to drop the Emberheart Challenger next turn. I just hate to take a turn off. Get that mouse. Let's get that mouse out of the house. Maybe we draw an untapped land. Maybe not. Okay. Schwack number 2. Hopefully draw a land. We can Sentinel of the Nameless City and Schwack in the same turn. And there's the Hired Claw and the Bivouac, or the Emberheart Challenger. And whatever we play is going to get schwacked, so I guess we'll play Sentinel first. I'm sorry, they're going to get Lost. Get schwack on the brain. I have a bajillion map tokens. Not the best showing of the deck at the moment. Will we lose a life just to draw a card and try to hit our land drops? Okay. Almost pays off, but it didn't. The tap land. Let's hope they can't do 10 damage. So I guess what I should have done is play Preacher of the Schism there. Okay. Make that Emberheart Challenger nice and big and maybe flip over a spell. They flip over Get Lost, which I can't play. That's good. And 6, or are we taking more? Uh-oh. That's lethal. Playing Golgari. Golgari Glenross. Oof. Okay. Hope we're not up against an aggro deck. Keep it. Hope to get the 3rd land. They're going to duress us. They can duress our duress. Ooh, okay, we hit a Wastewood Verge, but I guess we'll wait to play that. We might want access to cut down. Is it Dimir bounce? Is it Pixie? Okay. Swamp. You can have a turn 4 Obliterator. We're willing to take some damage. It's Esper Pixie. Okay. A very slow Esper Pixie to you. Try to force. Or maybe not. Esper Oculus? Yep. They got that Oculus. Oculus is not a bad target to fight with the Obliterators, but we'd want to get a fight spell first. Okay, well, there's the fight spell. Jin is... out of range. Draw. There's our other land. Okay. For the night. Now we just hope... we're actually hoping for them to bring back the Oculus. Maybe even tapping out to do so. They chart a course. One more sorcery in the graveyard. Okay. Playing another chart course. Make that Jin bigger. Just tap out. Just tap out, opponent. Oh, yeah. And this is what our deck is all about. Yeah, manifest. We don't care. Obliterator. Fight. Sacrifice 6 permanents, please. That is a 2 for 6 trade. Guess they just keep the Oculus and sacrifice everything else, pretty much. Can't even really block with it this turn. Oh, or they do. Okay. I can trample over it. Fight Club, Fight Club. And the Albatross gives it up. Fight Club! On the hunt for the best deck in Standard. Is it Golgari Fight Club? Not is it Fight Club. Is it? Is it? No, it's Golgari. Amadis. I'ma eat these. Amadis going first.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Amadis taking their time. Anytime you're ready, Amadis. Keep this. We do need that third land, or we're going to be in deep, deep doo-doo. I think we can disrupt whatever Amadis is doing. Whatever Amadis is doing. Faebloom Trick. Oh, take Kaido. There's our next land. We can cut down one of the fairies if they decide to... they wouldn't play, that's instant speed, so... Looks like Dimir bounce, but maybe a bit of a slow hand for them. Although I don't think the fairies usually runs in that. Or maybe it's more of a mid-range deck. Get down some little flyers. What they need to do is do a discard spell. That's what we'd love. Just make us discard a card of our choice, opponent. Oh, Amadis. Amadis taking these time. Okay. Wheel? I mean, we'll try for the Sentinel in the Nameless City. If they want to counter it, they want to counter it. Probably just want to tap it and make 2 fairies. And then fly and draw 2 cards. Maelstrom Pulse does take out both fairies. We got that going for us. Amadis is not really a choice here. I know you want to do the Fabloom trick. Maybe they don't have a 4th land? I guess that's our best hope. Nope, they do. Alright, drop the Curiosity. Deck is not super lined up well for this. Okay. I could attempt to make this able to block the Curiosity. Go for the Throat's fine. Let's pulse away the fairies. I already drew a bunch of cards, so I don't know. We kind of need the Obstinate Baloth. Well, no, we need the Obliterator. What I mean. Soulstone Sanctuary. So maybe it's Demons deck? Mid-range Dimir Demons? World's fastest player, Amadis. Casting Kaido. Yeah, interesting.
I just hate a fair fight.
Cut down, probably not. We can take out Kaido. Right there, you don't have a count spell for 1 mana. Okay.
Okay, now let's run
Then
away.
we leave up cut down. I don't think we need to. Let's just we can draw land or something. Schwack. I guess we'll keep the Schwack. Schwack is how we fight back here. Gotta make him sack enough permanents. Turn we can Preacher the Schism Bushwhack for a land maybe, or just hold up cut down. At ease. Sitting on an Enduring Curiosity and 4 cards we don't know. Not playing anything. Anytime you're ready, Amadis.
You know what a hurry we're in!
Salty didn't like it much.
I do not suppose you could have split things up.
Salty?
Do it! Salty, I am only waiting around to kill you.
This isn't the Pro Tour. Don't have to overthink this. I think they got the fairy tap thing again. It's going to hold up the cut down. I mean, I guess there's a case to be made. We could Bushwhack for a swamp and hold up cut down. Another option. keep hitting those land drops. About activating the Soulstone Sanctuary. Very Mastermind. How about no? They didn't have the Fableum trick. Is this a fairies deck? Another hardcast Kaito. It's down tapped, but well, of course we get the Phyrexian Obliterator now.
Definitely lost.
Attempt to cast it. Succeeds. Ooh, okay. Just grateful to be not playing that opponent. Okay, here you have it. 71% win rate, 50% on the play. That's probably a little bit of an anomaly. We must not have been on the play that much. 100% on the draw, though. I mean, you can't argue with the deck that's 100% on the draw, can you? I don't know if this is the best deck in Standard. It's certainly my favorite deck in Standard right now. I hope you also enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Manadad reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.